Okay. Hi everyone. Is all ready? Let's make sure my thing is working. Okay. There we go. All right. How's everybody? Let's get to some Tai Chi already. As soon as everybody comes on. Okay. I'm gonna focus a lot on the Qigong because we're gonna really need that. A lot of us focus on Tai Chi with the upper body part and the arms, and we forget about this main section, the belt. It's like the water in the chakra. Okay, so that's the part of flowing and moving. Okay, so if we can come back down and go in that area, it's going to really help with the turning and going to really help with the Tai Chi circling and redirecting. Okay, let's make sure come in fine. All right, so bringing the ball, holding it up. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna do some of the butterfly stretching with the breathing. Okay, so every time if you do hear the word the butterfly, it's usually within it's a twin. So if my hands are like this, it's turning and rolling with each other. Okay, the butterfly flutters and flies. Yeah, so that you can see more that kind of technique. Okay, so if you ever hear the butterfly soar, the butterfly kick, it's turning and moving. Okay, so welcome back. So the butterfly is not just always like dingling, yeah, around like that. It's the way it moves. Okay. So at first we're gonna try to get the with the hands. So it's like we're holding our ball. Okay. And we're gonna really try to get into the waist turning. Okay. A lot of Tai Chi, you're gonna need this key point. It's gonna help with moving and redirecting. Okay. So we can do a lot of arms. We gotta remember the waist is there. Okay. And the chi, you need that chi flowing. So as an exercise, you can just stretch. Okay. When you're focusing with the chi and movement, you're trying to combine both of it. Okay. Now at the beginning, if you notice your whole stance is moving, you can actually sit down. And what happens when you sit down, it would hold your frame, your structure of staying still, and it won't move the hip, so you can focus just on that piece. Okay. And I showed these stretching before, but we're gonna focus on it and bring the butterfly out of it. Okay. So as we breathe, just inhale, get ourselves nice and centered and ready. One more time, inhale. Okay. Now you're gonna hold your ball. Okay. So the easy one at first, we're just gonna turn. We just want to turn. Okay. As we focus on the butterfly turning, it's like your ball, bet your ball's gonna turn. Okay. And we're just gonna stretch first. Okay. So bring it in front of you. So if I go like this, it's in front. Now this is where the name is coming from, the butterfly stretching, because of the see the butterfly turning over, yeah, and then wrap, and then the other side. Okay. Open and turn. Okay. You also gonna notice you can look like the bakwa, yeah. So this is the hidden palm. It can be the hidden lotus. There's a lot of names that explain this part. Okay. But here is the waist that's turning. Okay. So let me go up so you can see. So if I bring it in and I turn, see that waist? Now we can stretch it first. Bring it over and stretch. And you're gonna take your time. So the breathing is inhale, hold, 1, 2, 3, exhale, inhale, hold, 1, 2, 3, exhale. Okay. When you're inhaling and you're holding, it's like that. It's inside, and it feels nice when once you let go, you release the tension, and all the breath comes out. It's like, and you should feel this nice release in the muscles, okay, in the body. Okay. Now let me come closer. So inhale, bring it in, and turn. Exhale, and inhale. Okay. Now we're gonna stretch it out. So this is the butterfly stretching. The wing is gonna stretch out. So now when we turn, okay, I want you to bring it out like this. Okay. So how does it look? Stretch. Okay. Now this is how it's gonna look from the side and the back. So the farther you go, watch the stance, turn to a forward stance. And what you're gonna do is the left hand or your hand that's out, gonna stretch all the way back. Okay. So if I'm facing this way, and this is you're looking from the back, it's like this. Okay. Now to make it easier to stretch this farther out, I look at the hand that's going out. Okay. So when I bring it back, I can butterfly and I go back. Okay. Can you see that? So stretching, and you turn and you go back. Stretching. Butterfly stretch flies over. So it's called the flying butterfly stretch. And what happened is as I turn, I'm coiling up from the ankle up towards the body, the waist, okay, and it's coming out, shoulders, arms, and even my neck, because my neck is looking at where my hand is going. Okay? So with all this stretching, it does more than one thing. So you might not notice, so I might not focus on just regular stretching like this or back, which this is all good too, right? But what happens when I'm doing the form, when I get more into it, I'm gonna stretch, and as you notice, my neck is gonna look up at my hand, and then I come back and I stretch my neck too, okay? And then I really get into it. See that waist? Turn and back. Turn and back. Okay. So let me go from a different angle. Stretch back, up, and stretch back. Okay. And you gotta find a nice speed, not too slow, but not too fast. Okay. But the key is if you go forward in the stance, then I can stretch from the bottom and let the energy spiral all the way up and stretch. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do kind of stick. I'm gonna hold your ball. I'm gonna hold. When you turn, just turn the whole waist and try to hold it a little bit longer. Just hold. Inhale, exhale, and keep holding. I'm gonna do this 3 times. So one more breath. And exhale, come forward, bring it over. Other side, turn and hold. Keep holding it 2 times. Last breath, inhale. And let it release out. Okay. The waist is such a important part to you. We build a foundation with our stance, holding it down, and as we turn, that ball is on the top, and that makes the Tai Chi very important. So say like this is your down, right? Everything around you is that circle, yeah. So you need to turn. So everything, this is the waist that's gonna pivot and move everything else to you. So with this key point, it's gonna add to this. We have here, have all the subtleness and turning, but that waist is gonna be that key to help really bring everything out. A lot of our energy is stored in that area too because of the kidneys. Yeah, kidneys are like that battery. A lot of the stretching, if we can focus here, there are a lot of emotions get stuck in there too. So um, if you ever feel like you're working too much or have too much decisions or kind of feel like you feel that back there, lower back, and even if it wasn't a comfortable chair and everything, but you feel something kind of there, yeah, like what's going on? A lot of pressure and emotion can turn into that pressure on top of the shoulders, on top of the back. This is like the main key points that you're gonna get here, like and then the back. So you're like, okay. So you're trying to release them all. Okay. So sometimes with the tension, it's like you're tensing up and then you relax. And then by tensing up, you can help find the tension and help it release to you. And everything we're trying to do is to keep ourselves relaxed and flowing so we can get that chi flow. Okay. We're always trying to enhance the Tai Chi and to have our better flowing movements. We're trying to release the tension or find that tension of your more like be aware of it so we can get rid of it. Yeah. Okay. And it's a interesting thing too, yeah, because you wouldn't think emotions and stuff can play a part on your the body, but it can play a big part and it can affect your performance too. Yeah. So think about this way, when you feel happy, you feel good, your body moves different and lighter. If you're not feeling so great, you feel heavier or you're not good and you move slow. Yeah. And so like you're not feeling so good and then you jump in the shower, it's nice and hot, you feel and then you feel better no matter what, right? You feel just a little slightly better, right? Okay, because you're like cleansing all the energy out or that stagnant energy. Okay, and you just feel better. Okay, so even if you're not aware of the chi or you're not, it's like I don't believe in that kind of stuff. There's there's always something, and there's different ways to see it, and there's um, ways that you can help yourself. And that key point is the being aware of it. Okay, kind of like if you know if you're holding anger in, then it's not helping you, right? So if I can release it out, okay. So with Tai Chi, we're doing a lot of things slow. We're taking our time because we're trying to get the movement. Okay. As the stretching, we're trying to get more flexibility and try to find that balance. Tai Chi is always trying to find that balance. Okay. All the form, the theory can be applied to anything. That's what I like about it. Okay, you can use it for raw to how you talk to people, how you look at different problems. The Tai Chi can be applied that way. Okay, And then just about to really get into something. And then so let me come back to this part. As we're trying to find the balance in our movements with the Tai Chi, okay? Even with all this flowing and form, okay? We've been learning the lifting Chi, the sinking Chi, okay? And our main focus today is that the waist, okay? All that emotion, all that things will matter because of the, you don't want things to stop that flow, okay? Anything that's hindering you is not helping you to get that flow. Okay. So say like even if it's on stage or anything or and you have someone that's bothering you, like hecking you or something, or and then you're not performing the same because it's stopping yourself. Okay. Everything comes back to you, yeah. So finding a nice environment, the right area to practice can really change how you move. Okay. Even the people around you that support you can help too because you don't need that person that's hey, you look silly doing that or this and that or bringing your energy down, right? Okay, so it's the same thing, just different ways and to apply it. Okay, and the waste is that water element we're trying to make sure, and we have to be the other thing I really that was the thing I want to bring up. The main thing now is a lot of us are at home, and some of you maybe can't even really get to move around as much. Okay, so arms, we use the arms and hands a lot to grab things. So we need to focus on that waist because you might not focus on that main turning. Okay, you might have regular turning, like you move and then you turn and grab. So keep some things to keep aware of. So even if you're at home, so like you're gonna grab something. Okay, so now I can turn and see if my waist is turning more or do I just turn and grab something like this. Okay. So coming back, the first thing you can stretch. Okay. Bring it over, stretch. And you can practice you can practice while you're watching TV. You can practice this all the time, yeah. Okay. The more you do, the more you get used to it, yeah. The last one I would hold 3 breaths if you can, and then release it. Hold 3 breaths. Okay. And at the beginning, you can do this on the chair, so you can hold that stance. And what happens is when I'm sitting down, I can't cheat. So if I cheat, it's because my stance bends, my knees bend, and I turn, and then it doesn't turn the waist. If I'm still, that waist will turn. Okay, and that's the key part we're trying to get right now. Okay, so do it on the. You can sit down first. Because what happens, you might not even notice, and you go like this, and then you never turn in that waist. Yeah, you're gonna end up doing this. Yeah, but if you can do this, then you're focusing on that waist point, and then it changes everything. Okay, the waist is like twisting, turning, so it's kind of like you're getting the towel and you squeezing all the toxin out, right? It's kind of like that, yeah. Okay, then the butterfly stretch is all the way from the bottom, and then you turn and I go into the forward position. And as I turn back, that waist is going to turn more because of my hand going back. Okay. Now, if you're having a hard time to stretch back far, it's probably because a few things that can hold you back is I'm not looking at my hand. If I look at my hand, then I can go back farther out. See, can go all the way back. Okay. If I look this way, I might not turn. If I look back, then I can stretch farther. Okay, got it? Swing over. And that is the stretching. Okay? Okay. And those who are more interested with the application part, all this stretching, or I should say this way, stretching goes out bigger to stretch. Okay? As it gets smaller into the application, it might not go as big, it might go soft or light or small. Okay? Boom, can flow. Okay? So this is where all the butterfly part comes in with the hands soft and moving because he has to turn. Okay, so that's basically the butterfly palms. Okay, it all adds, it all flows. Okay, but you gotta get that stretch in the waist. Okay. The other thing is, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask and put them in the comments too, and I'll do my best to find it and answer them too. Okay. The other way to progress is um, you're gonna have to ask and then see where you're going to. Yeah, just make sure a few things. Don't waste any time putting yourself down, okay? Or saying like I can't do it or hard. You're or and before you even start, yeah. Once you start flowing, you're gonna learn, and you're doing it, and you already took the first step of watching and trying and listening. Then make sure awareness and your level grow already, yeah. And then once you try, hey, and there's more levels to these techniques too, yeah. You can really get more into it too. Even if I'm stretching, I start to really feel the movement, yeah. This is like level one. Okay. Okay. Play, explore, and then discover more. Yeah. You can start playing with one hand. You can really feel it. Again, these are perfect to when you're watching TV. You just, you know, watch TV or whatever you're doing on the side. You have to wait at the bus. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let's all cool down with the butterfly. Think of it. Inhale, down, two times down, up towards the heart, out, bring it all the way up. Exhale out, inhale, and out. Center. Bring the palms together. And just relax and breathe. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys have a nice week. I'll see you next time for more Tai Chi on Tuesday. So take care from the heart. See you guys all good energy. Thank you again.